everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have the level 3 abs and core workout. So I've already posted level 1 and 2. You will find links to them in the description below, and I hope that you will enjoy this one as well. So you don't need any equipment, just meet me on the mat. Okay, so for level 3, we have the same sort of scenario, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds to get into the next one. And we're starting with an imprint, but we're adding a crunch. So we're going to imprint, and while we have the imprint, we crunch up. So imprint, roll those hips, and then crunch. So pulling that belly button to the spine, and then crunch up. So do the imprint first, imprint, crunch, while you're holding the imprint, and then relax. Imprint, crunch. So as you're doing the imprint, that black back should go totally flat on the mat. And then when you release it, there might be like just a natural slight arch, not arching the back, just sort of natural. Get one more in there. So next up, we're going to do the dead bug with full legs, but we're going to push on the opposite knee. So as I extend, we'll be raised, and I'm going to push and then switch and really push. So push the knee into the hand and the hand into the knee, and you will really feel that extra work through the abdominals, through the core. And again, you want this tummy as flat as you can make it. There should be no rounding, no sort of poking upward because you're using the muscles and they're trying to sort of escape. You should be holding those in. You want those deep core abdominal muscles to be doing the work here. That's what creates a flatter looking stomach. I'm not going to say flat right out. Okay, next up we're doing a hip dip, but we're going to kick our leg through. So come on up, hands and knees. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip to the side. Oh, you can't really see this way, and kick the leg through. So dip and kick. And that just makes the lever longer. So is a lot more stress on the obliques. So as I was saying, I'm not going to say that any of these exercises are going to make your abdominals flat. They're not going to like show a six-pack. They can. The exercises will lead to that, but it's not just exercise, it's diet, and you have to eat just the right kind of diet. That's like lots of protein, very low carbs. Not something I suggest. It certainly takes the joy out of life to never have a delicious treat. But if that's your thing, you'll definitely need to get diet in there as well to get a six-pack. So next up, we're going to do a bird dog. We're going to do it all on one side and crunch in. So it doesn't matter if you do, I'm going to start with my left arm and my right leg out and then crunch it in. Doesn't matter if you're doing the other opposite set of arms and legs, because we will get the other side in the next interval. But we're staying all on one side for the whole 45 seconds. And then we will switch. So really feel that crunch in between. I don't know if you can hear it on the tape, but my kitty, we have two kitties. One of them is sticking their little paws under the door and watching me tape. I would let them in, but they think these curtains are really a lot of fun, and they run behind them. So, not the best for right now, but one day, if you just want to see them, I'll bring them in. Okay, so we're just going to switch it up to the other side. So now we have the other arm reaching forward, and again, just really crunching it in. Arch that back as you crunch it in. And again, as I said with the other exercises, you really want that core, that belly button pulled in towards the spine, holding it the whole time throughout the exercise, not just during the crunch, but the whole time. sort of, the abdominal muscles end up being like a girdle around your whole pelvic area, holding everything in. And it's not just important for looks, which I know is what many of us is after, and that's great. If that's what motivates you, absolutely. But as we get older, having strong abdominal muscles is going to help to protect the lower back. It's also going to help with all of our female parts and just keeping them working efficiently and properly. So next up, we have a bear plank that we're going to raise and lower. So we're going to come up into a bear plank and then raise one leg and then raise the other leg. So the whole time we're holding this bear plank, and we're sort of like marching. And again, you have your back as flat as can be. You have your abdominals tucked up tight. I actually find bear plank harder than a full plank. I'm not sure why. They're both challenging moves, but I find the bear plank harder. And then of course adding a march is just an extra level of stability that the core needs to maintain. So next up is our only, even though I'm breathing hard, it's our only sort of cardio move, and we're going to do a mountain climber, and we're going to do it running this time. We've done it walking, we've done it stepping back. Now we're going to do it running. So full plank, and we're going to run it in. Now you might run fast, you might run slow, it doesn't matter what works for you. Again, flat back, shoulders over top of wrists, belly button pulled in tight. This is the only one where we're running, but if you're doing it on a mat, it should still be very quiet. I don't think anyone in my house would be able to hear me doing this right now. When I'm on yoga mats, actually I'm on 2 yoga mats, so I'm not sure that anyone would be able to hear me below if I were in an apartment. Excellent. Now my heart rate's up even more, which is great, a little cardio. So now we're going to do a Russian twist, and this time we're going to elevate our legs. So we did it before with legs down. Now we're going to lean back to the 45 and lift legs up. So of course level 3 is the hardest of the 3 that I'm posting. So all of these moves are at their hardest, and if you're finding these too challenging, then check out level 2 and level 1 and make sure that those become very comfortable for you before moving on. And know that there's even sort of in-between stages. Like here you could put your legs up, for as long as you can, maybe that's 15 seconds, and then rest them down. Or you may find that you can keep one leg up, but you have to put one leg down. And then halfway you switch. Sort of whatever works. Excellent. And then we're going to do a bicycle crunch, and we're going to have our legs drop. So we're going to put our legs straight up to the ceiling. But as we rotate to the side, we're going to drop the opposite leg. Okay, so just rotate and drop at the same time. So we've done bicycles before, but this time we're doing it with our legs up in the air. It's a longer lever when we drop that leg, so it forces the abdominals to work even harder. Now your legs might be totally straight when they go up, or they may bend. That has to do with hamstring flexibility. So if you would like them to be straighter, then you're going to need to do more stretching, which we all need to do. Excellent. And then we're going to do a side plank with rotation. So it doesn't matter which side you do, we will do both sides. So you're going to come up into a full side plank, and we're going to add a rotation, so we're going to come and tap our elbow down and then roll back up. So last time we just held a full plank. This time we're adding the rotation. If the full plank and the rotation is too much, but you can do the full plank on its own, then if you want to sort of just try putting your knee down for part of it, Do as many as you can from your toes and then drop to your knees. That's just fine. Be where you are today. You may find that you're sort of halfway between, levels, either between level 1 and 2 or between level 2 and 3. And you can do half of the exercises, then do half of the ones from the lower level and half from the upper level. That's fine. Make it sort of your own with what level you are at. So we're simply doing this on the other side now, the side plank. So first come up in the side plank, make sure you're stable, and then touch the elbow down and roll back up. And again, those abdominals should be zipped up tight. They always should be. In fact, even just walking around, it's a good habit to get into to try and keep those abdominal muscles strong. We have a tendency to sort of let our lower bellies especially just sort of pooch out. It's not good for your posture. As I said before, it's not good for maintaining elasticity in all of our female parts. It's really good to keep them going. So next up we're going to do a full back bow. So that means lying down here. It's a Superman is another word for it, whatever you want to call it. But we're doing a full, which means arms and legs together and then down. So not just the upper body this time, we're adding the legs. I always have to make sure that I don't do this move after I've just eaten a meal, because it's very uncomfortable on the stomach if you do it right after eating. So this is actually our last move. So we just have a few more seconds here and then the whole workout's done. Excellent job, everybody. This level 3 core is challenging. So congratulations for making it through it. I hope you liked it. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see, like what other body parts you want to work in levels 1, 2, and 3. I've had a lot of requests for sort of breaking it down into levels. So if you like this format, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you want to see next. Have a great day.